Hi Leo, welcome. So Leo, we are going to do your reading. I'm going to start with the spiritual general messages and then we're going to go into the you versus them love reading. My readings are timeless, so I just trust that whenever you find this, that's when it's for you. So before I get into the cards that just came out, I wanted to tell you the messages I was getting as I was preparing for your reading and when I was meditating. And I got that things are getting ready to move forward for you, Leo. And I feel in a very positive direction, right? This is about fast movement forward. It's about making progress in areas that maybe you haven't been making progress. It's also about not being afraid to do the thing, say the thing, go to the thing, take action, right? To get out a little bit more, to explore life a little bit more. Which that's your thing, Leo. Like nothing fills you up more than I feel experiences, new experiences, reasons to get out of bed, right? So be open and be open-minded because I feel like this time frame is going to bring a lot to you. Now, the cards that came out, which kind of represent what I was just feeling, is the Fool, which talks about the Angel of Innocence, and then choices here. See, but I also see the Fool as a new beginning. I also see it as taking a chance, okay? But you have choices here, Leo. You don't, Spirit is not saying like you have one pathway and this is your destiny and you must go towards it. No, it's saying like you have several pathways. There's several different ways things could work out for you. There's several experiences here on the table for you. But what do you choose? And most people don't realize that they are indeed the one choosing because they are not realizing that the way that you choose is through your chosen vibration. Not with what you say, not with the words you use, but with vibration is how you choose. And what is vibration? Vibration is your overall mood, expectation, and perspective. That's what makes up your vibration. So where's your mood been at? Have you been enjoying life and eagerly anticipating more? Then you can expect that pathway of more to open up for you. But if you've been on the opposite end of that and you have been maybe say not very happy with where you're at, maybe even complaining about it, pointing out what you don't like about where you're currently at, and then fearing what's next, well, then that pathway is also now available to you. So choose your vibration wisely, right? And pivot towards the things that make you feel good or would make you feel better or would give you some sort of improvement or elevation in your overall mood, right? And if you're in a bad mood, hey, that's all right. I'm not saying if you're in a bad mood, horrible things are going to happen. No. But I am saying you're going to miss out on some of the really great things that could be happening. So why not prioritize being in a good mood? And by the way, when you're having a bad day, that's fine. But go to sleep maybe. Meditate, eat your favorite comfort food, cuddle in a blanket, do even the smallest thing just to give yourself a little bit of pleasure throughout each day. Every single day is a blessing and it should feel as such. And you're the main character. You're the main character of your life. Treat yourself that way. I should not have to tell a Leo that though. Because you know your main character energy. Anyways, let's go deeper though, Leo, and see what else we've got coming through. Page of Wands, the Moon, and the King of Pentacles. It's funny because the first word that I got was strike rich. I don't know if that's something you wish for or maybe it's something that actually will happen. You know, hold your expectations high, but I just had to put that out there. But as a general sense, this is about being ready. This is about being eager. This is like your inner child, right? And it's paired next to the moon. Now the moon is illuminating your dreams, what you imagined for yourself, but it's also a very emotional energy. So I feel like a lot of this journey, Leo, isn't so much about exploring physical destinations, although bravo if you do. I think it's more so about exploring new parts of your emotional self, new parts of your identity, of your personality that you haven't really let flow yet, that you haven't really gotten in tune with just yet, right? It's kind of like learning more about yourself regardless of your age, right? And then the King of Pentacles, very self-assured energy, very grounded, very I know my worth type of vibe. And I feel like this is you. You know, so I feel like you have wisdom, right, from your past experience and even from past lives that you carry with you inside of you spiritually. And I feel you're tapping into that kind of knowledge or that wisdom. And yet there's also like this little child in you that wants to explore, you know, places that you've never allowed yourself to explore within yourself, right? Where have you held yourself back on an emotional level? It's about trying new approaches to life and trying to feel differently about things that maybe you've had a set feeling about your whole life, right? It's like changing that perspective just ever so slightly, making like the biggest difference, okay? And so, yeah, and I'm going to give you an example, and it's going to sound so stupid, but I just want to like explain kind of what I mean by that. Like, say you've never liked spaghetti, you know, you didn't like the way that your mom cooked it growing up, so you haven't eaten it since you were 10, and it just, you never even looked at it again. You refuse to eat it ever since then. You just hate spaghetti. You have an idea that you hate spaghetti, okay? And now say you're middle-aged or later in your life or whatever, and your friend takes you out to dinner and the only thing on the menu is spaghetti, but you're having a great time with your friends, you don't want to leave, and so you think, oh fine, I will try the spaghetti, but it's cooked by a chef, right, this time, and they cook it differently than how your mom used to cook it, and they bring it out, and because you're willing to try it again, it tastes delicious. And now all of a sudden you're like, wow, I thought I didn't like spaghetti, and I didn't eat spaghetti for 30 years, only to find out I like spaghetti, but I like it cooked this way. What a silly story, right? But I guess the overall lesson here, Leo, is just because you didn't like it in the past doesn't mean you won't like it in the now, because you're not the same person as you were in the past, and also the universe is not presenting it to you in the same way now as it did in the past. So they're saying you can change your perspective about something you've held onto for a long time with a negative stance and turn it into a positive, or give something a chance again, or someone, or whatever, you know, like that type of vibe, right? So let's go further and see the Star and the Five of Pentacles. I hope that example made sense. Ooh, and the Three of Swords. And I was just getting ready to see, I feel like some of you have been also maybe in private battling on the emotional front, a sense of, you know, feeling uneasy or feeling left out, you know, trying to heal maybe even a broken heart, a sense of loss here, okay? Or I got a loss of respect, to be more specific for some of you. But there's some sort of healing coming through, and this could be around a relationship or just like something that in general you have suffered with or battled with within yourself for a while, for a long time for some of you. But I feel like, Leo, and I'm getting the phrase, is it once bitten, twice shy? Don't mind my dogs, by the way, and I also can't help it. So I always get a hater in the comment like, your dogs are so distracting. Well, they're dogs. And I love them. So just ignore them for a second. Okay, so once bitten, twice shy. Is that the phrase? And I'm taking that phrase to mean like once you've been bitten, you will be more careful the next time you're approached, which is funny because I feel like that's why I went into the whole spaghetti speech, which is because I feel like in the past you had a negative experience either with a person or food or at a place or something. And because of that negative experience, you've never opened yourself up to another experience. And Spirit is saying, open yourself up. Open yourself up. Trust a little bit in the universe that experience, right, was intentional and that it served its purpose in the past, but it no longer serves a purpose in the now. So you don't need to carry that, I guess, lesson continually over and over and over again, because there's something new coming through that seems old, but it's actually new. And yeah, be open to it. I feel like I'm rambling somewhat, but I feel like you're also getting it. I hope. So let's see. Yeah, clarity coming through with the Ace of Swords. Ah! Get out of here. If I got the Ace of Cups. I was gonna say, if I get, all right, the Ace of Wands, I'm gonna scream. But one more. I mean, I'm not gonna literally scream, but I might. Darn it, I didn't. Okay, but you have two aces here, and the Fool. So this is new. New way of seeing things, a new perspective. Did you know that by changing your perspective, you could literally change your life? And I don't mean that like just to be like a motivational speaker. I'm saying literally, if you can change a negative perspective to a positive, it changes your vibration, and your vibration begins to attract higher vibrating things into your life. So quite literally, scientifically speaking, it will change your life. And love. Some of you were bitten in love, okay? Or by somebody you love, and now you're hesitant, right? To maybe give them another chance, or maybe that person's long gone, to give anyone a chance, to ever trust anyone again. You know, it could be as dramatic as that, you know what I mean? And it's like, whoa. Not the same experience this time though. You had that experience because that was what was for you then, but that's not what's for you now. The universe wants you to be open. There could be love coming through, new clarity coming through. They want you to be open to love. They want you to be open to, some of you, yes, giving second chance, whether that be to another person or yourself, or maybe a second chance on spaghetti. I don't know. It could be really that stupid, but you know, I mean, whatever. But it's time. So you have divine timing here. It's ready to take. It's time for you to take that chance, and actually, it will heal your heart a little bit, because this is no fun. The Five of Cups, being down and out when you could be in a very satisfying state of mind, and all it takes is a change in perspective. So let's see, Leo. What is the guidance then? Card number 22. Oh, this is a perfect card for you. Beneficial beliefs feel better when I think them. Sorry, excuse me, I burped. Yeah. There are things in your environment that you believe that match what you want. And there are all kinds of things in your environment that you also believe that defy what you want. How would you ever sort it out? How do you know the active beliefs within you that serve you and the active beliefs that do not serve you? How do you know the beneficial beliefs from the detrimental beliefs? The beneficial beliefs feel better when you think them, and the detrimental beliefs feel worse when you think them. Pay attention to how you feel. Ooh, I love that, Leo. Okay, so I'm going to clear my cards and my energy, and then we're going to jump to the you versus them love reading. So just give me 1 second and stay right there, and I'll be right back. Welcome back. Okay, so Leo, now I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that it is a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip it if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let's get into it. So, Leo, your overall energy is, oh, there's that Five of Cups again, which talks about sadness, but you also have divine timing here, person you're connecting with. Person Leo, stop. Sorry, I'm arguing with my cards. Person Leo's dealing with challenges in the reverse and control. So I feel like quite literally, this is kind of what I picked up in the spiritual reading. It's about divine timing and karma and sadness, and also kind of moving past that and letting go of some things here, Leo. And then this person has the need to let go of challenges, which may be difficult because they also like to be in control, which kind of creates challenges, right? So that's kind of their overall MO or vibe right now. But let's go further and see. We're going to look at recent past and then how you both think and feel in the now and most likely outcomes. So Leo, recent past. Why are your cards going everywhere? Ah! How many times can you get the wheel? Get out of town! You got the Five of Cups in the wheel. Again, the same exact cards, different deck. Oh, Leo, my heart goes out to you. But you've got to move past something here. Or allow yourself just a breather to be kind to yourself. To, you know, because I know that's easier said than done, especially when we have things weighing on us that are very important to us. So I don't want to minimize, you know, your emotions, but I also want to say it doesn't really serve you to continually beat yourself up or think about something that hurts you or, you know, whatever. Like, be kind to yourself, be kind to your inner child. It's like love is here for you. You see, this person is mourning the Four Cups, right? Five Cups here. And then this is like spirit trying to give you a cup, a reason to look up, to be happy, to perk up, right? But you can't see it when you're focused over here. Now, this is in the past, so some of you have moved past this, and bravo. And if you haven't, that's okay. That's okay. Don't beat yourself up over it. But just know that spirit is waiting here, right? The universe is waiting to give you something that you thought you lost. You know, maybe a piece of yourself, or, ooh, that's interesting, a piece of yourself that wasn't truly lost, right? So, and there's divine timing involved here. There's also karma involved here. So let's see. What is this person's recent past? Come on. Sorry. Super sorry. I cannot take all of these. Hold on a second. Recent past. Let's try again. Wow. What the? All right, fine. I'll keep it. Two of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. So the first thing that I got was like shutting down. I feel like this person kind of shut down emotionally, or maybe shut down the connection or whatever. Maybe that's what they do, is like a coping mechanism. Because it's a sense of like, yeah, look at that depiction, you know. There also could have been distance emotionally or physically with this person. And the reason they're shutting down is because they're also, I feel, in private, like going through their own like emotional journey, or at least in the past. There's an ending here, and then there's a sense of like feeling very misunderstood as well. So yeah, I feel like this person has had their own set of challenges in general or around the connection in the past. So let's go into the now. How does Leo see this person in the now? The Empress, King of Cups, the Tower, and the Knight of Pentacles. So, ooh, this is kind of dramatic. It's explosive almost. And this is showing up in your emotional space. And yet it's like an internal combustion, right? Because I also feel a lot of holding things in. I feel a lot of like your emotions wreaking havoc here, Leo. And it's because you care about this person. It's because you cared a lot about them. You know, so I don't know what's happened here. It's like there's all this caring and all this emotion, and then just feeling like it's destroyed, you know, or feeling destroyed over something, and it's just putting a complete stop here or a complete halt to, you know, what you've got going on or your connection with this person or something of that nature. This is intense. Okay, so let me see what this person is thinking in the now. Knight of Pentacles. I feel like, oh, really? Sorry. Hold on a second. Let me get all the information out first before I say what I feel. I feel like this person, they felt like they was doing the right thing. Okay, maybe not by you, but by them or by what they felt guided to do. Even though it was a little sneaky. It was a little not quite on the up and up, right? Or maybe they were hiding things. But I feel like in their mind, you know, they feel that that was what was in their best interest. To keep like things happy, to keep things light. And then, but there's something hidden here behind the scenes. And they also have the Tower, so big shift and big change. But I don't feel it the same way I felt the Tower on your end. So yours was more of like a sense of feeling destroyed or disaster, like, you know, like that type of emotional energy. And for this person, it's more of like change and transformation and, you know, yeah, a sense of righteousness maybe as well. I want to move away from that in general, and I want to say more specifically when it comes to how they think about the connection. It's weird because I feel a sense of loyalty here, but I also feel a sense of deception. And I see like this person sees you as like a bright figure in their life, but there's been a change here. There's been a change or an ending here. So let's go deeper then. How do you feel, Leo, about this person? The Queen of Cups, King of Wands, Ace of Cups, and the Sun. Wow. Well, you love this person for sure. Lots of emotion here. You have a soft spot for them. They make you happy. But maybe they also make you sad. I mean, it's funny because I just got done with the Cancerian reading and I was telling them like, it's so great to be able to put all of our love in a person, and it feels good when that person loves us back. But the danger in that is that should that person go away, and the only reason we loved ourselves is because that person loved us, now we feel destroyed, you know. And the word was crushed in the Cancerian reading, and it puts us in a place of really not being in our power. And so where should we place all of our love? Well, of course you want to love others, and of course it's nice for them to love you back, but you need to love yourself first and foremost, because you're going to be the only constant, you know, in your life. And so just I guess that message is resurfacing here again, Leo, because I know when you love big, which means that this person could completely fulfill you, but it could also destroy you should they be upset or close you off or whatever. And you don't want to be on somebody's string like that, right? So I guess that's my caution. But I actually feel a lot of genuine love here for this person and this connection. And that's beautiful. So let's see how this person feels underneath it all. The Four of Swords, The Page of Wands. And maybe that's what you're afraid of. Oh, because you were once bitten and now twice shy. Go back and watch a spiritual reading. Okay, so maybe this is a different person than the person who bit you in the past, or maybe you're giving a second chance to someone who's hurt you. There could be that going on as well. Which actually the encouragement was to be open, to just being open. So this person's in this space where I feel like in their heart, you know, I feel like they're, I don't know, what I got was not really in a rush here to really speak on, or there's a lot of keeping to themselves type of vibe. Like there's a lot of focus on themselves. The Knight of Swords talks about fast communication, but in this deck, I actually feel he's avoiding communication, or she, and kind of focused elsewhere. So that's really interesting to me. I feel like this person is introverted. It's temporary. It's not going to be like that forever, but there's a lot of keeping to themselves, and, you know, I'm not getting much outside of that. The Lovers is here, though, which means that there's an extremely close bond, and yet more being about them energy. I'm not trying to be mean to your cross watcher, but it seems to be a lot about them and not so much about us or you. Okay. Not saying that's a bad thing. They could have a lot going on right now, but it's weird. Kind of weird. Two of Cups. Where is this headed? Of course, it can be changed with free will. Yeah, I feel like, Leo, either you want to pour your heart out, or you feel so close to this person. You want to give love. And yet, at the same time, I think that's kind of giving away your power. At least that's how you feel about it. Maybe you go back and forth with this in your mind or within your heart. And yet you feel so strongly. You know, you feel so strongly. And, you know, you're a fixed sign. So when you're sold, you're sold. You know, when you love deeply. You don't F around. Okay? And if you F around with a Leo, you may just find out. So let's see. The World. But I'm just saying you want to make sure it's reciprocal, Leo. Two of Pentacles, the Emperor. See, because this person is back and forth as well. They also want to be in control. There's a lesson here showing up. Some of you have, this is someone from the past, or you have a past history with this person. But then there's also this chance here, or this second chance, or some sort of leap of faith. So I feel like this could play out in many different ways, because I feel both of you kind of leaning this way and then this way, and both wanting to kind of be the one making the decisions, or the one in control. This person more so than I feel you. But sometimes your heart be getting the best of you. So keep your logic about you, Leo. You know, this person also thinks about the past, or like I said earlier, you have a past history with them. And then there's this leap of faith, or a chance that they may or may not be willing to take. Or you may not. So I hate to leave it up in the air, but I'm quite literally feeling that things are kind of up in the air right now. And maybe that's how it needs to stay until there's certainty here. And with the Ace of Cups in reverse, it's not quite time yet, or there's not quite that full certainty just yet. So let me see what the guidance has to say. Card number 37, my attention to unwanted can't defy the law of attraction. If your life has caused you to ask for an improvement in a situation, no matter what it is, and you're no longer offering a chronic thought vibration that is opposite of the desire, then your desire must come to you. But you cannot continue to keep alive within you vibrational patterns of what you do not want and receive what you do want. that defies the law of attraction. Ooh, that's a good one, huh? All right, wow, super intense reading, Leo. I hope it resonated with you. Zodiac signs you may be connecting with or have in your own chart. I've got lots of Aries energy, but I have Gemini here as well. Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Leo again, Aries, Scorpio again, Taurus again, and Pisces. Those are the primary signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it is a general. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. And also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Carrot Time with Dana is the name of all my social media. Wishing you the best either way. And until next time, my friends, namaste.